guys, just Jennel here, and today I'm doing a basic exercise with you guys. My animals are going to be walking around, but this is an art therapy exercise that is commonly used. It is something that will help you to identify your anxiety and to actually connect with that anxiety that you might be feeling. And since anxiety has been like my lead contender lately, not so much the depression part, but more so the anxiety. It gets to me when I go to the store. It gets to me in the dark when I drive home from work. Just different avenues. Even if I have a nightmare, I will wake up and have a constant form of anxiety for me. Titus, go lay down. Go on. Good boy. Go on. You can sit down if you want. Sit down. He loves me. He loves me a lot. So anyways, so this exercise, you want to connect with the anxiety that's within you, and I don't get on the floor a lot, so this is why they're trying to join me. So I've gathered very basic art supplies. I got my big drawing pad. I got some oil pastels, and I got a journal, and I got a pen. It's actually more of a marker pen, and of course my reading glasses. So this exercise, you want to close your eyes to start with. You want to check in with yourself. You want to just try and notice how this anxiety is making you feel and what the source might be. Through my therapy sessions that I go to, she's always wanting me to find what my target was, what my trigger was, that sets off the anxiety. So I suggest that you close your eyes for a second and you just try and breathe. Sometimes the anxiety kind of like gravitates towards my shoulders or very heavy on my chest. And so I want to breathe and I want to find out what is going on. Why am I feeling this way? What is causing me to feel this way? Once you've located that anxiety, open your eyes, okay? And then I want you to pick a color, any color. If you're using colored pencils, crayons, oil pastels, even if it's just a pencil, I want you to pick a color. So I'm gonna pick a color. And since we're gonna do this with our eyes closed, I don't need my glasses. So what you'll do is you'll close your eyes again. And when you close your eyes, you don't wanna pick up your utensil or your writing instrument, should I say, off your paper. You're going to do free line. You're going to just kind of do squiggles. And you're going to continue that motion until that feeling leaves you, or you feel that it's complete, that you've identified with it and connected with it. And, or this is so how I've interpreted, and this is how I've been doing the exercises myself when I'm not doing my Zentangles. So I'm going to put this down, and just for a few moments, I'm just going to move the pencil around. Or my pastel around, and I'm just going to let the emotion move through me, and I'm going to connect with it, and I'm going to try and complete it. If you're doing this with me at home, I'd love to see if maybe you can comment below and share with me your images. If not, enjoy it at home, and I hope it's helpful. I left the paper. So after a few moments and you feel like you've connected and you've released that moment onto your paper, take a look at it, okay? See what you've drawn. Turn it every which way. At this moment, I'm going to put my glasses on because I'd like to see what I've made and what kind of image can come forth on this. So I'm going to turn it around and see what I have here. Now with the rest of my time here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my materials, which like I said, I only brought my pastels because when I'm doing pastels, I just want to do pastels. And I'm going to fill this in and develop my image. Develop it into how I'm feeling, using colors of expression to do so. So if you're doing this at home, I'd love to see, once again, what you are doing. I'm really not going to spend a lot of time on this. If you hear crunching, that's Titus. We got him a new bone and he really likes it. Let me just say he's brushing his teeth. He's such a good boy. right, so I just drew a basic image of myself in sadness, a little bit of love, a little bit of, I have a lot of anxiety where decisions of the heart are concerned. And I think it comes from the lack of stability where people of importance of my life have always been. And so sometimes I have a level of insecurity within myself in making decisions that are safe and sound. So now for the rest of this time, this was very quick. This was not very detailed, okay, but it did allow me to express that really quick on the paper. So the last part of the exercise, they suggest that you write in a journal for 5 minutes. You just free write. You free write your feelings, your questions, your comments, your concerns, things that you just need to get on paper. And so especially when addressing your anxiety, ask yourself questions like, and this is what they suggest: why are you here? Why is this anxiety here? If it is a matter of the heart, it could be that you don't have control. So write about the control that you feel that you don't have, or why is the anxiety there? Maybe it's to protect you. Maybe it's trying to keep you from being hurt again, or to put you in positions that you used to be in your past. And so write those feelings down. Write this anxiety moment down, and just free write. Free write all your thoughts, all your concerns, and just get it out. I know it's an artistic exercise, and I love art, therapy. I love that I can channel my emotions through my art. This is just a technique that I found recently, and I wanted to give it a try. And it is actually freeing because you just pick colors. You just pick colors that you kind of connect with. You just look at them, and none of this makes sense. None of this is artistic. I don't think that I would try and sell this. I think this is just a piece of myself and my emotion just put here. And it allows me to shift from one anxiety moment into a more regulated mindset where I'm able to think on a more clear level without that inability to breathe or to feel like I have any control of the situation. It just allows me to put all of that here, just to release it all, and then I'm able to focus on what is most important in my day. And so I hope that this exercise is good for you. It's not so much a tutorial on how to draw something, but it's mostly a tutorial on how to help you in an artistic way to handle your anxieties of life. And as I've spoken before in some of my other blogs, anxiety is everywhere. It's more so now that I'm getting older. There's more options. Everything's more high paced and always on the go. And because a lot of pieces of my life have been pulled away from me, with each different phase of my life, I've been trying to gather back who I am, the person that I am, even a person I didn't know that I was. I actually appreciate myself more this time that I've had over the last few years, but I still lack a lot of control. In some instances in the last year have kind of shown me that life is fragile. It's unstable. It's not stable. And this is where my anxiety goes to sometimes, that you can think everything's going well and then it's not going so well. And so I do turn to my art, and if you look at my page or my Instagram, there's always something, and there's always something new because it's something that brings pleasure to me in the moment. My illustrations signify myself at times where that's how I'm feeling, or that's how I wish I could be, or things like that. And I do think that I'm geared more now towards trying to write a book and helping others channel this, because not everybody can afford therapy. I know I've suggested it, and therapy is great to have sessions. If you can't do it weekly, bi-monthly, or just maybe once a month, it's really good to free your mind and try and get an unbiased decision. But in the meantime, what I do in my spare time is I do my art. And I hope that this is something that you might turn to. I've read articles about this, and no formal education concerning this, but I have read articles, and so I do turn to things that are, I guess you would say, more organic. I don't want to go back to medication. At times I feel that I may have to, and I don't knock those that do it. I just know that the ones that the doctor had tried me on, there were a few. They were, I kind of lost sense of who I was, and I was losing the edge that I have of who I am. But anyways, I hope that you gain some knowledge from this. It's an art therapy kind of exercise, and I hope that you'll use it. It doesn't have to look like mine. It doesn't have to look like anything. You look at the one line that you have and see if an image comes forth. I saw a big nose, I saw a big chin, so I went with that. There was a circle here, I made it into an eye. And so I just kind of like try to make something, because my anxiety sometimes is over some of the things that I don't have control of, as far as relationships, and I don't mean like romantic relationships. I don't mean, it doesn't have to be everything. It's just relationships in general, connections with people. Sometimes I have like fears and doubts and insecurities where that is concerned, and things that concern the heart. Our heart is to me, it's very vulnerable, and sometimes we have to open ourselves up to vulnerable situations. But I do have anxieties about that, because I need to trust who I am, and obviously you do as well. So anyways, to all of my anxious viewers, to all of my Just Jennel fans, there's so many of you. I'm so thankful for you and your support, and I wish that you'll continue watching. I'm trying to evolve into some helpful materials, and I'm not on a formal basis of telling you what you need to do. They're just friendly suggestions and friendly reminders that you are amazing, and that I love you, and I thank you for everything that you do to support me. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks.